Hello everyone, welcome to the series of SPSS. This is Dr. Atman Shah. In this video, I'm going to discuss how to run regression analysis with dummy variable. You can find more videos on SPSS, RStudio, econometrics, mathematical economics, and economics on my YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. So here I have the hypothetical data on consumption expenditure, income, and location. So the functional form here in this case is consumption expenditure is a function of income and location. But location is nominal variable. Location is nominal variable in which we have three categories: rural, semi-urban, and urban. You can see here in location variable, we have three categories: rural, semi-urban, and urban. Now we want to use this nominal variable as the independent variable, and therefore we need to create the dummy variable. You can find my video how to create dummy variable using SPSS. The link is given in the description. So here, since we have three categories, we are going to create two dummy variables, D1 and D2. You can see on your screen that two dummy variables, D1 and D2, are created. Now, D1 is equal to 1 for semi-urban. Otherwise, it is 0. So you can see here, semi-urban, and therefore 1 is assigned, otherwise it is 0. And in D2, 1 is assigned to urban and 0 is assigned if the respondent is from either semi-urban or rural. So that means rural is our reference category. That means rural becomes our reference category for which we have not created the dummy variable. If you create three dummy variables here, then we are committing the dummy variable trap. So since we have three categories, we have created two dummy variable. D1, in which 1 is assigned to semi-urban, otherwise it is 0. D2, 1 is assigned to urban, otherwise it is 0. Now let's write down the regression equation. Consumption expenditure CE is equal to alpha plus beta 1 income plus beta 2 D1 plus beta 2 D2. This becomes our regression equation. Now let's see how to perform this in SPSS and how to interpret this. So you go to analyze, regression, linear. Analyze, regression, linear. Now our dependent variable is consumption expenditure, so move it to the dependent box. Our independent variable is income. And then we have two dummy variables, D1 and D2. So move them to the independence box. And simply click on OK. You can see the output on your screen. So here we have the value of R square and adjusted R square, which is pretty good. 98% variation can be explained by the independent variables. Then we have F test. Here, since the value is less than 0.05, this SIG value is less than 0.05, and therefore the entire model is statistically significant. Now let's look at the coefficients. So first we have constant here, which is 27.721. SIG value is less than 0.05 and therefore it is statistically significant. Then we have income. The value, coefficient value is 0.614. SIG value is less than 0.05. Therefore, it is statistically significant. Then we have D1. This is D1. The value of D1, the coefficient of D1 is 15.814, which is less than 0.05. So it is statistically significant. And the coefficient of D2 is 23.455. The value is less than 0.05 and therefore it is statistically significant. Now, how to interpret this? So first, let's note down the regression equation again. So consumption expenditure CE is equal to alpha. The value of alpha is 27.721 plus 0.614 into income plus 15.814 into D1 plus 23.455 into D2. This is the regression equation. Now let's understand how to interpret this. Now suppose if the person is from rural area, if it is from rural, D1 and D2 both are equal to 0. And therefore, the regression equation becomes this. So for rural, the regression equation is for rural, it is consumption expenditure CE is equal to 27.721 plus 0.614 I. And then you substitute the value of I, you will get the consumption expenditure. Now, if the person is from a semi-urban area, if the person is from semi-urban area, then D1 is equal to 1 and D2 is equal to 0. So this portion becomes 0. So therefore, for semi-urban, it becomes 27.721 plus 0.614 I plus 15.814. That means the consumption expenditure of semi-urban people is greater than the rural urban people, and the difference is $15.814. And if it is from urban area, if the respondent is from urban area, then D1 is equal to 0 and D2 is equal to 1. So this becomes 0, this portion. So for urban, it is 27.721 plus 0.614 I plus 23.455. That means the consumption expenditure of urban people is greater than by $23.455 than rural people. So this is how we interpret the result of dummy variable regression analysis. If you find this video useful, kindly like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.